Hello everyone! Hi! It's Sasim Lokman, the editor of Sinar Daily, and today I am with Datuk Seri Lian Ker. Hi.
Yes,
Hi Datuk Seri.
yes, hello. Thank you
Hello.
for
Hi.
inviting me here.
Hi.
Yes.
Look at the
All
camera, look at
right.
the
Yeah.
crowd.
Hello, hello.
Hi guys. So today we're gonna be talking about BN's fate. Barisan Nasional is BN's fate, and also MCA's relevancy with Datuk Seri Lian Ker. Are you good, Datuk Seri? Sihat
I'm
tak?
good. I'm good. I'm just thinking where to start and what to say about BN and
You
MCA.
know what? Because like MCA, MIC, BN, UMNO is like probably the biggest news happening right now these
Mm-hmm.
days because is BN gonna be disrupted? BN akan musnah ke? Is MCA gonna be flying to Perikatan National? MIC going to be going to PN? So before kita start, actually bukan kita nak start dengan benda tu. We're gonna start with that.
Okay.
Where does MCA stand when it comes to BN?
I think we should be more interested in what does Barisan Nasional stands for.
Okay.
The Barisan Nasional practice, the political culture, the convention, political convention, and we must also know what has Barisan Nasional contribute besides the hype up and the the gutter politics about Barisan Nasional corrupted.
Okay.
I think corruption is not about Barisan Nasional. Corruption is the our our political ecosystem, our administrative ecosystem, our culture itself.
Okay.
We need to. It's a different root problem. So coming back to Barisan Nasional has managed to bring. It is a continuation, the legacy of alliance.
Yes.
It brings the Chinese, Indians, and Malays together, get independence. People say don't talk about history, but you must understand how this alliance get about. Tunku Abdul Rahman, Tan Chin Lok, Tun Sambantan, they can sit down despite the division among Malay because there was a clear divide and rule by the British administration. So to bring these three races who don't interact, who are suspicious of one another, who has unseen enmity and distrust together. So that is the spirit of alliance continued by Barisan Nasional after May 13
Yes.
and giving us 60 years of harmony. But along the way, some leaders failed the nation.
Okay.
Along the way, but once you fail, leaders comes and go. So
Yeah.
just remove them. So we must have a system that reduce. But what I'm trying to say is, we can replace Barisan Nasional. Like Barisan Nasional replaced Alliance. But now what I'm trying to say is, where are we heading to?
Yeah.
Now people are confused. People are lost. People are talking about on an ad hoc basis. We are doing firefighting. We are doing propagandas. We are doing social media, social influencing of the minds of the people. But we are not going to the truth of the matter.
Okay, what's the truth?
The truth of the matter, this country, the corruption level is high.
Okay.
It's still there. It's very difficult to prove corruption. And this country, we become very manipulative, ad hoc in action.
Okay.
We become very target, very partisan. If you talk to the people, they're not interested in the truth. They're interested to see which party, what party, where MCA go, where MSC go. MSC can come and go. People can form new parties. But more importantly is, where do we go from here after talking about reform? That reform actually becomes a deform.
Okay.
Our whole structure is like reformation of our educational system. In the past, the education system was good, trusted, and embraced by everybody, but we destroy it.
Yeah.
When we destroy it, we try keep on every new education minister come in and try and error new policies, new narrative. But in the end, the whole educational policy this system has been deformed. So it's very difficult to go back to where were we. But if I want to say that, many people are going to be unhappy. But this is what I'm saying. It must be straight from the heart. What is the problem? Then we agree on the problem first.
So the country's problem right now is corruption, right?
The country has a lot of problems.
Okay.
What
What are the
and
top 5 problems of the
the
country
top,
right now?
firstly, the government is not strong.
Okay.
Or the government is seen to be strong. But The government has no political view.
Okay.
So it's like DAP. They are the strongest party now after promising so many reforms. Now they are blaming it, oh, we cannot do anything because UMNO is there. So underground they tumbuk. They still give a punch. As if UMNO is a liability, UMNO is the cause of all problems. But UMNO has also provided a lot of solutions for the country.
Okay.
And UMNO leaders has been very progressive. You don't pick on individuals.
Okay.
You don't pick on a narrative or during perhimpunan. This is what they are doing now on PAS. So what we should be interested is, what is this party about? What is their political philosophy? What are their promises? Now nobody is talking about promises because the promises are meant to be broken. And it is accepted. You can promise anything. Once you are in power, you can forget everything. So that is our problem. We are not honest enough. We are not steadfast. We are not dignified. We keep on seeking excuses, and we also our own supporters become apologists for things which are not done. And I think this is all wrong. Similarly, corruption. Corruption is bad. And if you want to eradicate corruption, the first thing we have to do is the local government election must be reintroduced, because the practice of corruption is very rampant on the local government level, because they are direct about licensing, business control, monitoring, and then this enforcement, etc. I think a lot of little traders, small traders, paid their way through for license. And then when we appoint local councils by politicians, you are perpetuating the political system of return and then buying in. So we need to go to audit. So then we cover it up by saying, oh, we cannot have local government because the Malays are sensitive. Then we solve the problem. If the Malays are sensitive, have a quota. We come up with solutions. And then if we cannot, then we try out. Maybe Taling Jaya, Ipoh dulu. Then we let the Malay see, this election, local government election, which was promised in the party manifesto, which the people voted for, can be introduced. We just have a quota for make sure that you can even Yang Dipertua, make sure it's a Malay. It's not, so I think if we can recognize Bumi Putra Kata in education, we can also recognize Bumi Putra.
That's the Bumi Putra quota right
now. Yes, then you solve all the problem. Because now you are using an excuse. You are saying that the Malays are sensitive. So straight away do away. But this is something which is in the heart of everybody who voted DAP. Because a lot of people suffered corrupted practice. Little Napoleons. But they cannot report because they want it affects their livelihood. And they are not going to be the bad guy to fight corruption. It's like you go there.
Sacrifice lah.
You will be sacrificed because you become the problem. You are not solving the problem. You become the problem.
Similarly, action taken on you, not on the problem.
Yes, and the focus will be on you. Then they will come out, they will magnify all your little problems, and you become the problematic guy. So many people don't want to be the orang cakap, we are pejuang and all that, because our culture is still very feudal. It's still very patronage based. So once you have orang cakap mau pukul anjing tengok tuan dia. So, so back to Barisan Nasional, the spirit of Barisan Nasional. It can be in a new, if UMNO and DAP wants to form a new platform, say it out loud. We want a new platform. We are going to transform into no longer. Don't try to use the Barisan Nasional concept. Push MCA out. DAP keep on taunting MCA bila nak keluar. MIC bila nak keluar. Because DAP is waiting to jump into the marital bed of UMNO. Because DAP is desperately, so it's all about political needs. It's all about ad hoc. DAP is desperately wanting to buy in Malays because they know only by buying in Malays, they can perpetuate their power, their presence in the government, be part of the government. So this is the problem.
But if like that, they cannot use the excuse of UMNO controlling the
That is
narrative.
underground. That is underground. Excuses. So bukan saya tak mahu bini tak kasih.
Ah.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
So I think this is all very, very unhealthy.
Okay.
We are not honest. Dulu sebelum kami in the power, we talk about democracy, transparency, accountability. All these words now doesn't ring a bell anymore.
Okay.
People don't even want to talk about it because orang sudah hilang kepercayaan. They have lost their confidence. So even I think we have to go back to politics, political worker, healthy politics. What is right is right. What is wrong is wrong. What is politically correct?
Yeah.
If the perception is this is wrong, it's not populist, it's not popular, you have to correct people, educate people. Like GST. A lot of people agree that it is correct, but because it has been politically hyped up as a wrong system,
Yes.
so now nobody wants to admit they are wrong.
Yeah.
So
And
you
now
keep
we're
covering
like-
up, and then now we are ending up paying the people, the rakyat is paying more tax.
Yes.
The inflation is getting higher, everything is being taxed, and people are complaining.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I met a lot of business people. Paying much more tax. Why is this happening? But what to do? This government, I support one. Because it's like, inilah, I already picked this government, so people resign to it. And they don't want to admit that they have made a mistake. So we need to do away with partisan politics. Forget about MCA, forget about MIC, forget about BM, forget about DAP. We talk about what is right is right. Forget about Malay, forget about Chinese, forget about Indian. We must think what is right, do what is right for the country, for the people, for the nation, and for the future.
But is the government promoting this?
I cannot speak on behalf of the government.
Are you promoting this? Is your
I-
party
I-
promoting
my party
this?
is a supporter of the government. That's why I say the party must first, because we are so critical of the present government. Every day you can see MCA attacking the government.
Yeah.
So why not just draw a line? No, we are not with the government. We are still with BM because we believe in the Barisan Nasional concept. We believe in the spirit of Barisan Nasional. We believe in the political convention, political good practices, not the corrupted practices. It's corrupted one, catch them. By all means, arrest them. So we have to clean up the house. So, but unfortunately, all these are not happening. And the government of the day today is a government who has 2/3 majority, but they are saying we are weak because we are just a bit of what common interest.
Common interest.
What there's a word?
fellows.
Strange fellow.
fellows,
A bit a strange fellow. And I think that is again wrong. When you are in government, when you already got support, you must do what is right.
Yeah.
And you are the leader, you must lead and tell people. It's just that I'm saying MCA, if we are so unhappy with the government, if we feel that we have been sidelined, then dissociate yourself in the government.
Yeah.
All you lose is the 2 member of parliament tak ada peruntukan saja. You only lost your few million peruntukan. But you must have that dignity to stand away and say, okay, no, you want to join, you join. But Barisan Nasional, we still want to continue.
Okay.
But MCA, we are not supporting. Or apa salahnya?
Okay. So MCA, you are urging your president that MCA should step away.
I am not deciding. I'm saying that
urging.
the leaders must lead.
Okay.
They must make decisions. They must also give their narrative. They must also tell where they are heading. They don't have to decide today I'm going to quit MBN or I'm going to quit government. But this we are going to leave if this is not done, or this is cannot be compromised. We cannot say that I disagree, but I still want to live under your rule.
Your rule.
So because I got peruntukan, maybe. Maybe. So people will see you with a different light. So I believe we need to make sacrifices in politics. And we need to stand firm. And that is my belief, that we have to be firm. After standing firm, we must be prepared to suffer and pursue. But don't be like DAP. They sell everything. They suffered only. 1 or 2 leaders suffer under ISA. They continue to use it. They exploit other people's suffering like Teo Bing Hock. Then they malign the MCA with gutter politics. Like what they are trying to do with PAS. That's why sometimes when I speak on behalf of PAS in defensive, trying to be defensive. Not that I'm supporting PAS. I'm saying it's not fair to demonize them.
Okay.
Because they are also fellow humans, they are also a fellow party. They also got good people in the party, they got bad people in the party like anybody else.
Okay.
But today, we are indoctrinating the Chinese community into past is a taboo.
Okay.
And that is what I don't believe in. And that is what I disagree. I think that if past has things which we don't agree upon, we should engage them. We should try to make them understand. If they says they are not multiracial in the past, you say, okay, this is all. Come back to Barisan Nasional concept. So anybody can adopt Barisan Nasional concept. Consensus. Meaning even you are a minority, you have a right to veto any decisions that
Okay.
is race-based or that is unfavorable. And if you look at the constitution, this whole country, we started with tolerance. Nowadays, there is no tolerance. Even you put the flag upside down, people go for the queue. You know, because it's all about politics today. It's all about politics. But if you look at the constitution, I always say, when the Malays feel insecure, because those days the Malays are very backward,
Okay.
there are certain provisions given to make them secure.
Yeah.
And even the Majlis Raja is not Majlis Raja Melayu.
Yeah.
UMNO was the one who make it a race, Majlis Raja Melayu. It's only Majlis Raja, Council of Rulers. And Council of Rulers supposed to take care of not only the Malays, but even the native, Kadazan, Chinese, Indians. And their culture must be respected.
Yeah.
Their practice, adat system. So all these are forgotten. Now people don't even refer to the constitution. Everything is about politics. And I think we are very screwed up.
Okay.
If everything is about politics, because politicians, most of them are opportunists. They go by political opportunity and feasibility. That's why today DAP can embrace UMNO.
Yeah.
But UMNO still, a large part of UMNO are against it. They are not happy. They cannot swallow this. Ini maruah orang Melayu to them. Because DAP has demonized UMNO for too many years. So I think that is something is real. So if that is the case, if DAP wanted to re-embrace UMNO dengan keikhlasan, with sincerity, they must first apologize the past political narrative and not try to cover. Oh, we got new narrative. That's bermakna you tipu dulu, sekarang you juga tipu tapi you tipu lain. You know. So then you can continue to go on lying. So I think this is very wrong. I'm not attacking DAP, but this is what I sincerely believe. Because in the past, I am also sympathetic to DAP. I read Time Bomb, Lim Kay Siang. I'm very sympathetic. But after gaining political wisdom, I call their bluff. There are certain things which is all politically motivated. And I think we need to do away with this political motivation. We need to do away with this party, PAS, MCA, MIC. Yes, they are party, but we must take them to task. What is your party representing? Why is your leader saying this? If you're not happy with Ustaz Hadi, why is your leader saying this? We don't agree with what he is saying and we feel we are hurt. So when you express all this, but today, it's 3R, semua tak boleh cakap. Again, it's not healthy. There is no conversation. If there is no conversation,
There's no solution.
There is no solution.
There's no
There's no
understanding.
meeting of mind. There's no understanding. How does this country come about? It's through conversation between UMNO, MCA, MCA and MIC. And I think a lot of conversation has been done. That's why we can even come up with a framework constitution written. Our constitution is a masterpiece. It should be, it is so well written. And if you see, what is your problem? If you go by the constitution, there's a solution. But today, people are disregarding the constitution. People are using the constitution macam dia orang gunakan Quran. They pick on satu ayat, then they just go blah, 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 blah. And I think these people are all human. They have the devil in them. They are not angels. Sorry to see you say that, but
Okay. Tapi kita pergi balik to the original question. Is MCA and I guess MIC going to Perikatan Nasional and leaving Barisan Nasional?
MIC has postured. They are ready to leave.
Okay.
And I think they have also sent out fillers,
Okay.
they have political postures.
Okay.
MCA apa pun tak ada. Pass it to the grassroots. Pass
Okay.
it to the grassroots. But even then they're not happy, they don't say they're not happy. That's why people don't respect MCA.
Okay.
If you are not happy with the present government, you say we are not happy. You're not happy when UMNO sideline you totally in the past 6 election. You must say, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
But dia macam
But
bini,
Datuk Seri, you MCA leader.
I'm a past leader. I'm still a division leader.
Division leader, yeah.
But I cannot overrule the central.
Okay.
I cannot overrule president. And I also have to follow party discipline.
You tak ada nak jadi presiden MCA ke?
You need a lot of money in politics. You need to work doubly hard. And you need to be young and energetic. I have contributed enough to the party and to the people and to what I believe in. From 2008 to 2028, to 2025,
25, yeah.
about 20 years, I didn't stand in any party, in any election.
Okay.
But I still survive.
Yeah.
I am still around. I'm still speaking, and then many people are still referring me to talk because I asked why I want to retire. No, because you say things which people
need to hear.
Want to say, but they're not saying. So sebab saya berani. So I jadi. I pun kena censor sebab now got 3R. I pun tak mau kena tangkap. And for the 20 years, if you just Google my name, I say many things. I fight with UMNO, I fight with PAS, I fight with everybody. But the things I'm fighting on are on issues.
Yeah.
Not on personal activities, etc. Even within the party, I fight for issues. So I think people like me, Hang Nadim culture is not there. It's not enough. And in politics, the good man never wins. The bad man rules. There is some people who aspire to be politicians.
Are you saying it about it now?
I am saying it. In politics, the good man no one always wins. That's why the story of Hang Nadim come in.
Okay.
Because we are still very feudal.
Okay.
If we want, I think that there's many things that it's all about culture, value system, fear in God. Not depan saya takut, saya insyaAllah, belakang saya buat lain. I think there's a lot of hypocrisy in politics. And then more so in Malaysian politics, we are going on political expediency. This is something which I have always disagreed. We should go on political correctness. Not political experience. What is correct? And we must be brave enough to speak up and stand up for correctness, political correctness. I think this is not the culture. So I don't want to oversell because I oversell nanti orang cakap banyak.
Okay, you talked about feudal system, right? What about the political parties in Barisan Nasional? Is MCA, is MIC, is UMNO very feudalistic right now? How do we elect? How do they? Sorry, I'm not in the parties. How do you guys elect your leaders?
I think every party got their system.
Okay.
Like for example, DAP, they elect their central delegates. They know their central committee. Then central committee elect the secgen, and then everybody. So theirs is very authoritarian.
Okay.
Authoritarian. So that's why Lim Kek Siang can control the party for many years because all the 25 central committee, he need just to have two-thirds out of 25, I control 8%, 9%, I control the party forever. So people who I don't like, I slowly, Lian Ker, all this, one by one, I can remove them. And then every time, as example, you antagonize me, I will remove you. So that is one political system. In name of democracy, but it's very authoritarian. So back to UMNO, MCA. UMNO and MCA used to have perwakilan, that central delegates. The central delegate 2,000 plus or 3,000 will vote for their leaders. From president down to the central committees, deputy, all that. And these delegates are people who are in the know. People who are politically literate. People who are politically aware, people who are politically conscious. They wake up, they talk about politics, they read newspaper, they look for politics. But now, in the name of democracy, we enlarge our delegates to 30,000. UMNO enlarged bigger. But out of that, the voting system, the division voted for the president and a committee. But your words will be known. So that is against democracy. Democracy is what should be, the spirit of democracy, the word should be confidential. Two, you are asking 30,000 division delegates. And this division delegates, a lot of the branches, they cannot even find They will put in their brothers, sisters,
yes,
their
yes,
people
yes.
they know. Because people don't fight to be the division
Yeah.
delegate. So even so,
Yeah,
it
so
becomes
a lot of husbands and wives.
yeah, so a lot of it are again patronage. It's
Yeah.
not democracy. Democracy in name, but patronage. So the division chairman, when they receive instruction or menu to work for so and so, if they don't work for it, it will be seen. And
Yeah.
this division chairman need to buy the president.
Yeah, yeah.
They need to buy the central delegate. So in name, the democracy has been enlarged to a bigger number. In practice, that is not less democratic. Because these people are like mostly of them, they don't even know who the candidates are.
Okay.
Ah.
Does it apply to MCA also
It
like this?
applies in MCA. Many of the delegates, mau undi siapa? Who is who? They don't know.
Okay.
And the menu will come.
Okay.
The menu is a practice. So when the menu comes, the division chairman or the branch chairman will tell the delegates to vote for so. And then the division chairman. So it's not a healthy practice to me. It happens. So I'm not saying that, oh, this is happening everywhere. But it happens, it could happen everywhere.
Yeah.
Huh?
So macam mana? How are we supposed to get actual leaders if everything?
So the central delegate, to me, the central
Uh-huh.
delegate system is a more correct system because these people who choose, they know.
Okay.
They identify, they understand, they know, they follow. So it's all right. It's like China. If you allow China democracy, the whole system will collapse. Why China only 2,000 delegates select? Because this 2,000 knows the happening of the country, what the nation needs, what the people.
Literate lah.
Yes, they are politically literate.
Yeah.
Our problem is today is we are allowing political illiterates to make decisions.
Oh my god.
I won't say they are illiterate, I say they are laymen. Maybe they don't practice politics, but they are there because they are so
Dan
and so.
orang muda macam mana if like that?
That's why I believe in muda. Huh? I even suggested to some of my friends who get frustrated. Go to muda. Not about today, but for future. So I think muda with young people, you can sell ideas. You can be more idealistic.
Okay,
You
yes,
can be
definitely.
more pure. And I think that's a good start.
Okay.
But today, idealism doesn't sell.
Yeah, idealism
People
doesn't
are
sell.
very realistic.
Yes.
Realism sells.
Yes.
Huh? If you say idealism sells, PSRM should be getting some elected because they are really for PSF. They are really for the people. They are really for the environment, and you can see their leaders are very very passionate. But they cannot win any election. So if you see Hassan Karim, formerly from PSR and PSM.
Yeah, he had to
So
go
you
to
can
PKR.
see that he is still he's in PKR, but he is still continuing.
Carries the DNA
yes,
of the
carry a
PSM.
DNA. And I think political DNA is very important.
Yeah.
Huh? How you are brought up within your family and what you are it determines your upbringing.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so MCA relevant ke tak lagi dalam political scene Malaysia?
the Chinese are being marginalized.
Okay.
Today, in the past, any prime minister will ask what the Chinese want because you need the Chinese support to continue to be the prime minister. That's why Mahathir, after Malay dilemma, when he became prime minister, he start buying in Chinese. And because he buys in Chinese, he actually make a lot of more liberal, more open decisions.
Okay.
He actually accommodate the Chinese more. That's why in 1999, when Anwar, very popular among the Malays swing for Anwar, Mahathir managed to survive because the Chinese still supported Mahathir. That is one part. So, MCA relevant or not relevant depends a lot on the Chinese. Are they still interested to have Chinese identity, Chinese name, Chinese language, or they still believe or they need their own rights? Like Malay got special rights. The Chinese also got the special needs. So if you think that you have a special need, do you believe that the Malay MPs, Malay leaders understand what the Chinese want? So if you think that they understand, you can trust them, then support whichever Malay leaders, which is what is happening. The Chinese are going to Bersatu, going to Amanah, going to PAS, So, but by and large, the Chinese still believe that the government servants do not understand their needs.
Okay.
The small medium industry has special needs. They have their problems. So the Chinese still needs a party to represent them. They still need some people to speak on their behalf, courageously speak out. So MCAU in the past used to whisper because we are so powerful. We sit next to the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Now, kanan, kiri, belakang, you don't get a Chinese.
Yeah.
So why is it sitting next to the Prime Minister is important? Because many issues or things which are tabled, suddenly it could be sensitive.
Yeah.
You just have to whisper to the chair and it can be postponed. But if you don't whisper or you speak out, you start fighting, you don't want to be antagonistic, sometimes the things are passed through
Okay.
because people buy in. Everybody wants to be the good guy.
Yeah.
Huh? I have been in committee before, I have been discussion before. Nobody today, this guy can say, against alcohol, etc. But tomorrow he could be joining somebody to drink.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of hypocrisy in our culture. And I think one of the biggest problem is not about rasuah, it's about hypocrisy.
Okay.
I think we need to have more truthful, honest, courageous, upright people. And we must speak beyond the race facade, the religion facade.
But when you say this, right, it makes it look like the Chinese community are not going to DAP. Are they not?
They're going to DAP because they believe in DAP. DAP have made so many promises for so many years. And DAP has actually practiced gutter politics for so long.
Okay.
If you want to go and talk about it, they say don't talk about it now. But if we need to talk about history, then we know why and how. So, in the past, DAP has backmouth UMNO so much, Zahid so much.
Yeah.
Today is nothing.
Yeah.
So, DAP is strong because of their propaganda. And the other thing is, the Chinese feels victimized by the system. They blame it on MCA. And the Chinese thinks DAP can make a difference and DAP promise them ubah.
Okay.
But today, now DAP is in there, the Chinese can see that there is no ubah, but things are getting worse. A lot of their problems, they don't know who to speak to because DAP will say, I'm a multiracial party.
Yeah.
We cannot speak. Even Lim Guan Eng say, I'm not Chinese. So the Chinese are beginning to get, awakening is there. But awakening will also take time. People are quite stubborn and obstinate. They don't want to acknowledge and admit that they make a mistake.
Okay.
That is human behavior. So that's why if you ask the experts, they say it will take another 2 terms, 1 or 2 terms for votes to come back to MCA. Yeah, I think because political revenge take place.
Yeah.
People who bear a grudge against they will bear a grudge against the party. Now you can see a lot of bitching on DAP. Now you can see that people don't talk, they don't romance DAP the way they romance them.
Okay.
It's like DAP no longer romance the moon. Nowadays they say the moon is red in color, the moon is green, it's no longer. So I think things change, but this is all about politics. And it's all about political education. Our country, the biggest problem is we are political gossipers. We are not political scientists. And we need more political literacy, and we need more political narrative, and we need to call out the political bluff.
Okay. That's so serious.
Sounds serious.
Yeah, sounds very
but
serious.
it's not easy to achieve.
Yeah.
But this has to be said. It has to be propagated to make people more wary of politicians. Don't believe party per se.
Okay.
Like I don't believe in MCA 100%.
Okay.
But I know what I can believe in, what I cannot believe, what I can carry out, what I cannot. Similarly, I don't believe UMNO 100%. I fight with them when they go overboard.
Yeah.
But people see me as a troublemaker. I am not a troublemaker. I am like Hassan Karim. I believe in certain values, and I think these values need to be upheld.
Okay. Okay, since we're talking about a little bit of politics and semua, I want to ask you, so there's a lot of talk of Najib possibly serving his remainder for house arrest, under house arrest. As a person who is in Barisan Nasional, right? What's your take on this situation if Datuk Seri Najib Razak does get out of prison for house arrest? Like, is there going to be any changes? Because we both know that MCA and MIC are very
Why you keep
loyal.
on go on to the party? Basically?
know,
Let me
because
talk
people
about
wanna
what
know.
Najib's case. Najib's
okay,
case
Najib.
is about rule of law.
Okay.
Whether the addendum is there, it is there. Whether it's constitutional,
Okay.
whether it has to be complied with. So if we don't, that is actually is actually going against the rule of law.
Okay.
So nobody wants to talk about the law. Nobody wants to talk about the existence. We have to go to court to find out the existence. So there's many issues there. What MCA and Barisan Nasional believe in is not important anymore because they are not the dominant government.
Okay.
UMNO used to be the orang cakap the tulang belakang.
Yeah.
UMNO becomes now 20 member of parliament. They have to beg DAP to come to embrace them, to get them in. So it is a different story. MBN, if you talk about MCA, MIC is not relevant, you can also say that UMNO is also irrelevant to the Malays. That's why whatever they are saying, they misread the Malays. Many Malays disagree. When Akmal went on a tirade, Malays don't agree. Many of my Malay friends, then they turn off. So, but UMNO don't realize. So, UMNO, MCA, and MIC need to know the market today is different. No longer Melayu adalah UMNO, UMNO adalah Melayu. Hari ini Melayu berani membuat keputusan sendiri berdasarkan prinsip dasar dan kepercayaan. So this is something which, back to Najib, we have to be fair to, we are talking everybody rule of law. We cannot Mokhtar Hasim, he will murder. He is what? But so if it is addendum is there, it is what it has to be enforced. We don't drag or manipulate. So hiding the addendum is wrong. So that is a form of manipulation, and is doing injustice to an old man in jail. Because the last part of his time, he could be out of jail. You don't. We don't want to see our past prime minister justice to him, and if he has to go in the circumstances which is not fair, it's not fair. So this is not political. This is about the rule of law. So,
but do you think when by the time he comes out, he only has 1 more year to serve, kan? He'll be out by this time next year if if the case is not, if he doesn't go house arrest lah. Do you think he will be the game changer for the upcoming elections, even though he can't contest?
That's why people are saying there are manipulations. You drag him, drag because the election coming. So people those critical minds start saying whether it is conscious, whether there is a strong arm tactics, etc. There are manipulations, because Najib could be a factor in the next election. Or whether Najib is a factor in the UMNO itself. So if it is because of politics, all this addendum disembunyikan, all this is wrong. It's not. If we believe in the constitution, we believe in the law, we believe in God, then we have to call it out. It's wrong. Because if that can be done on a past prime minister, it can be done on many other people. So we are not upholding the rule of law, and when we are not upholding the law, we are calling the rule of the jungle to come into play. And today, Najib could be the victim. Tomorrow, somebody else could be a victim. And then tomorrow, you could disappear, and there is no law to protect you. So I think we should be more concerned of the rule of law. And in the past, everything is uphold the rule of law. Now nobody talk about the rule of law. You realize that?
Yeah, I do.
So it's like a big comparison. Something is very wrong. In this short while, I cannot give the answer, and I also cannot give the answer because I didn't do enough research. But I'm calling out something is very wrong. And the people should be concerned, because what can happen to somebody in power can happen, many things can happen to people who are weak.
Wow, yeah, you're right. So before we go into the next half of the conversations, I want to ask
half
you.
only. I thought so it's over already.
No, sikit lagi. Just one more. Bukan one more lah, just one more topic.
You can
One more
talk,
topic.
whatever.
Sekarang ni, let's talk about the unity government, Madani government, How has their performance been?
If you go to the ground, people are not happy. The prices are going up. The promise free toll is not there. Petrol subsidy is gone. So, and people cannot understand why we don't have this problem during Najib's time, and then why are we having all this problem? So the narrative that semua salah 1MDB, people also sudah jelak. So I think there's a lot of issues that need to be tackled.
Okay.
But then again, many people are still very sentimental. Many people are still DAP supporter, loyalists. So it's like a religion.
But you always talk about the AP. What about Datuk Seri Anwar? He has a lot of supporters also, right?
I think PKR don't have entrenched supporters.
Okay.
PKR started with many Indian supporters
Okay.
in RAF. And when Anwar started that time, but when during the party election, the Indian realized that they cannot get a lot of party posts. They lost.
Okay.
Then a lot of Indians are disappointed. They left. That's why you see many people leaving PKR. But if you check DAP's history, who has left DAP except for being those people who are not in line to the Lim dynasty?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so that's a different story. So you're talking about, you cannot compare. It's an apple and orange thing.
Okay.
So I I prefer to go into details.
Okay.
But details cannot be done, and people are not interested in details because it's boring.
Okay.
So sometimes cut the story short.
So what's the short story
About
the support and the performance of Madani?
the short story is, people are not happy.
Okay.
People are not happy, and I think the government knows that. That's why they're trying to come out with populist gestures, like 100 ringgit to everybody. We cannot solve their problem.
You dah guna ke belum dah 100
Tak,
ringgit?
saya tak guna. Tapi anybody want to use, bagilah.
Okay.
Bagi. But we are wasting a lot of time. We are creating a lot of, for 100 ringgit worth. I think there is a lot of, something is not right.
Okay.
And if you talk of giving welfare, even if I give welfare, it has to be target orientated, and it has to resolve a problem, not to please, just to please, a pleasing gesture.
Do you think the Madani government right now is targeting the youth
I think they are targeting everybody.
Okay.
They will sell apple to people who want to eat apple. They will sell orange to people who want orange, and they won't sell bananas.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's enough. I think apple, orange, and banana is enough examples.
Okay. So moving forward, we have the Sabah state elections coming up, and then we're going to be having the Johor state elections, Melaka state elections, and also Sarawak state elections before the general elections are basically, right? So, do you already smell the elections coming?
You
Sabah
see,
memang lah, tapi
we forget. People say a good leader think of the next generation.
okay.
But every day our leaders are talking about the next election.
Yeah.
Nobody is talking about next generation. And now we are more focused in Sabah. Then after that, Melaka, after that, Johor. And every time, leaders will be mobilizing, discharging their duty responsibility towards an election.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why this country is not heading anywhere.
Okay.
Similarly, I'm talking about, when I say MCA, we must have a direction. We must be berani cakap, we start from ground zero.
Okay.
MCA on its own. Balakong, we do it.
Uh-huh.
In Balakong, we did it. We still with BN because we believe in BN. But we stood on our own. We kalah turut, tak apa. That is a good start.
Okay.
But you must then tell people what MCA stands for. We stand for multiculturalism, multilingualism, we believe in the multiracial system and culture. But we also want people to know that there is a sizable number of Chinese population who has their needs, their problems, their political obstacles, dilemma, they have been bullied, they have been victimized in certain systems. Don't let them keep terpendam
Okay.
in the heart, and then bila orang just provoke or incite a bit, they go around getting berserk about it. So back to Sabah. Sabah got Sabah. Even Sabah and Sarawak is different. That's what is beautiful about Malaysia. Malaysia is multi-ethnic, multi-culture, and we are multi-political. That's why those days when DAP tried to say, we want a two-party system, we cannot let Barisan Nasional to be so strong. Vote for us. I says we are a multi-party system. Now we are so fragmented.
Uh-huh.
The PMX today has 2/3 majority support, but he act like he is living, working on the edge. Sekejap jaga UMNO, sekejap jaga DAP, sekejap jaga Sabah, sekejap jaga Sabah. So it's all buying in, taking care. When Mahathir has 2/3 majority, he makes decisions,
Yeah.
reform, structural reform, constitutional reform, right or wrong, but he makes decision. So you can see PMX and Mahathir, what's the difference? Mahathir leads. PMX adopt Mahathir's political playbook. But I think a lot of what he does is what Mahathir has been doing. 3R is equivalent to Mahathir's sensitive issues those days. That's what I say when they say. So many things are covered up. Many people are pushed and then actions taken, persecuted. How even social media, like my youth chairman in Pahang, she just makes some criticism. Why was she singled out one time, two time? So to me, Mahathir's playbook of persecution, operasi ladang, has been adopted. So these are all politics. But I don't want to say too much because I am happily out of active politics, but I want to be a commentator. I want to call up the bluff and I want to stop the political play. So I will still play my role. But I don't want to get into trouble. I am not standing for any election. Since 2008, for about 20 years, I don't stand for any election, but I survived. I continue to talk. But I think people like me we are the last of the Mohicans. I think we are losing it. I'm not saying that I'm 60 over. I'm still very idealistic.
Okay.
That's why I make a lot of enemies because I have my idealism. I dare to stand up and call a bluff. I can call a cheat a cheat.
Okay.
Because when we study in school, the English system, call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Today, janganlah, nanti terasa orang. So we must be able to call a spade a spade. When I say Kasyong is not leading, I say, Kasyong, you need to lead.
Okay.
I didn't say you are not leading. I said you need to lead.
So is he leading right now?
I think in this issue, he is not providing the leadership. Many people are frustrated.
What issue? Like
Whether
to stay in BN or not?
No, it's not about staying in BN. Actually, not staying in BN is premature.
Okay.
Because we even haven't negotiated on the seat.
Okay.
But the direction and the navigation,
Okay.
I think he is too silent.
Okay.
And then the ground is very frustrated. Even a lot of veterans are not happy. But people are just whispering. Nobody wants to say.
Okay, so you're saying it now lah.
I'm saying it and saying it, and people think that I'm a bitch. But I'm not bitching. I don't eat bananas. I don't eat orange. I don't eat apple. But I will take rice.
Okay. Okay, ni soalan last. Soalan last, and I want to quote Datuk Seri Najib Razak here.
Alright.
Apa lagi China mau in moving forward with Malaysia?
Apa China mau is actually what is the wish list of the Chinese?
Okay.
What is the wish list of
We
Malay?
have budget 2026 coming up.
Yes.
Ah.
We have wish list of the Malays.
Okay.
The Malays is understood because the Prime Minister is Malay, the policy maker, the ketua-ketua jabatan, they are Malays. They are very well understood. And then a lot of our penerangan and all that. So the Malays problem easily resolved. And there's a political will. But the Chinese problem, they are the second largest ethnic group last time. And I think believe even now.
Yeah.
So they have their own special needs.
Yes.
They have their problems.
Okay.
They have so that's why the constitution provide that you must also protect the interest and the culture, the practice.
What do they want?
The Chinese today are not the Chinese of the past.
Okay.
The Chinese today, you talk to underground Chinese, or they want to team the police. They want to buy the IGP. so that example. So you talk to the traders, they want to kenal who is the councillor. You talk to the developers, they want to go to Penang, they want to kenal at DAP because DAP minister is Minister of Housing.
Okay.
So banyak cerita. So then, but you simplify it by what the Chinese wants.
Yeah.
So what the Chinese wants has to be discussed under closed door, And then we have to prioritize what they want, boleh dapat tak? What they want, can they get it? Should they get it?
Okay.
When they get it. And this was all done under the Barisan Nasional political practice. But those days, they say we are coward. You tak berani, because they want us to fight outside. Okay. But what's the point of shouting, tepuk dada? But after that, when you are in the chair, in the meeting, diam. Apa pun Cina tak mau. I wrote an article on that.
Okay.
Sekarang, apa Cina pun tak mau. In Singchu, it was published. That is what is happening today. And now the Chinese are grumbling. And now nobody wants to speak because if you speak, it's 3R. And then now, the Malay, ketuanan Malay kind of spirit is coming up again because after, when the Chinese are marginalized with only 18,
okay.
The numbers are getting less. Now it's all about Malay politics, Sabah politics, Sarawak politics. The Chinese and the Indian politics are marginalized. So, what the Upper China mau becomes secondary. Even not only secondary, it becomes irrelevant. So it's not MCA, MIC becoming irrelevant. The Chinese and Indians are equally split, and then people are buying in China. Even past are trying to buy Chinese and Indians. So everybody is buying, and so we are actually split. Unlike those days, we coordinate. You have your house to take care, I have my house to take care. But people call us racist. But actually, we take care of the house. Then after that, we sit together and talk about taking care of the society and taking care of the nation. But that was not understood.
Okay. So sekarang ni, now that MCA and MIC are weaker, and since the supporters are at split with other political parties, per se, as you mentioned, this causes the community to lose out.
No, you see, because the younger generation don't understand the role MCA and MIC play in the context of a multiracial society under a Malay very strong dominance, political dominance. So they don't understand. So basically, MCA and MIC is being marginalized, and UMNO realize that because they themselves are being marginalized. The race factor is not there.
Yeah.
But when the race factor is not there, people are becoming more racist. Because they bisik-bisik sendiri.
Because you feel that people are not getting what they need
they
want.
They are not communicating.
Yeah.
We are suppressing their needs, they are suppressing their emotions. So they start bitching in their own close circle.
Okay.
And this will intensify, and actually you're creating a bigger divide, undercurrent divide.
Okay.
And this is potentially damaging, explosive. It is a time bomb. So that's why I'm saying we have to break off that bubble.
Okay, so now the political parties in government are not playing their roles to the rakyat.
Because they got no playbook.
MCA and MIC has been doing as well.
there's no playbook on how to govern, how to represent the Chinese.
Okay.
But they are in all the Chinese constituency. They win over MCA because they work with the Malays, they work with PAS to win. They buy in everybody. Okay, DAP has won. But today, they don't know how to function.
Okay.
And the other thing is DAP do not have branches in every corner of the Chinese community.
Okay.
MCA, I tell you, pergi cari Kelantan at one corner, ada Cina, ada Siam, as MCA Cawangan.
Okay.
DAP ada elect. But DAP very strong in the social media. They act like hero. Then you get Superman coming out to speak very loudly, then you get the thousands or millions likes.
Yeah.
But the people, the voice on the ground is not being heard.
Okay. So the grassroots and the rakyat is not being served.
It's not being heard, it's not being served, and it is not going to be good because it will rot. And then this system is not going to be healthy. That's why you look another 2 terms, 3 terms. Then you will see the revenge coming. But then the damage will be done. When we are actually destroying a good political infrastructure of the Barisan Nasional, it's like bangsa-bangsa bersatu.
Okay.
But if you destroy it, to rebuild it, it takes time. And I think Malaysian will lose a good legacy set by Tunku Abdul Rahman, Bapak Merdeka. But people don't even know who is Tunku Abdul Rahman nowadays. So social media, they're going asking, they don't.
Yeah.
So something is very wrong with the country. The soul is not there. Bapak Merdeka, we are calling Bapak Malaysia. But the students don't know, university students. There was an interview once done, I read. They don't know. And And I think this is wrong. And I think something is wrong with education because politics is also an education. It's just that it's not a formal education. It's not in the school. But if they are politically miseducated or politically radicalized, the DAP ke PAS, then this country is heading for a big divide until one day DAP and PAS decide to join together
Okay.
and work together.
And then what's gonna happen there if we
Then
PAS and AP work
you,
together?
you tipu saya tipu you lah.
Okay. Tapi sebelum kita end, I just want to summarize everything. Basically, Barisan Nasional is the structure of Malaysia, and UMNO takes care of the Malays, MCA takes care of the Chinese, Indians take care of the Indians, and then we have the Sabah and Sarawak punya party there. And then when you guys were leading the nation, administrating the nation, you guys made sure every single voice from the ground is heard.
I've been heard, and their
The
wishes,
needs and the
their needs,
wishes.
their wishes, their wish list is also being presented.
Presented to the table to make sure all the
Yes.
policies are
And
in
then
line.
UMNO is the
Backbone.
backbone, and UMNO leaders are magnanimous and very hati besar.
Okay.
They embrace, but they also take into the sensitivity of the Malays.
Yes.
So
yes.
they don't do certain things that will antagonize or trigger the Malays' anger.
Yes.
But they cannot control on the grounds of UMNO wannabe heroes to shout out loud, closing Chinese school and all that. They cannot control.
Okay.
So DAP will exploit these people and paint
In bad light.
the whole Barisan Nasional, especially MCA, in the bad light that we cannot control. You cannot control monkeys. Monkeys will remain monkeys.
Yes.
Unless you give them bananas.
Yeah. Okay. So now when we have that framework and that idea that the problem now is the government may not be playing their roles.
No. The government today do not have a political management book.
Okay.
Today, because this government are populist government who win seats. DAP won 40 seats.
Yeah.
But are they they won because of the populism,
But
the
the question
promises.
is, are they
But
there
are they
on the
delivering?
ground?
They're no longer delivering.
Okay.
Now they're using UMNO as an excuse because UMNO we cannot deliver. But that's again, it is wrong.
Okay.
So back to this government, there is no structure. There is no political convention. There is no political practice. And then there is no apa cina mau.
Okay.
So, but everybody is trying to buy it to be seen that they give apa Melayu mau.
Okay.
Because everybody is buying into the Malay votes now.
Okay, I'm gonna just be the devil advocate here. Do you think with the removal of these like BN punya structure ni would lead to a more unified Malaysia where we're all colorblind and racially and religiously more tolerant?
I said this before the government change.
Okay.
People say, oh, because I am in BN. I say it after the government change, and many people agree with me now.
Okay.
PAS and DAP is creating a bigger divide.
Okay.
People are now, the Chinese and Malays are work up over little things. Like the bendera, just opposite, the Malays work up. You think Akmal is stupid? Akmal is not stupid. He's playing to the Malay gallery. So people are and then you see why is DAP taking a hostile? Because they're playing to the Chinese gallery.
Okay.
And why is PAS today saying that they want to be the prime minister? Because they are also playing to the gallery. So if everybody plays to your own gallery, you are actually heating up the temper. You're actually increasing the temperature.
Okay.
And this temperature will sooner or later burn us down.
Okay.
And I'm saying MCA, MIC, UMNO, Sabah, Sarawak parties in the past, we reduced the temperature. We built bridges. But we are seen to be compartmentalized. But these compartments are working together in a department.
Okay.
Unlike now, it is divided into two big compartments, but they come out and play different acts
Okay.
to please the people. And I think that's why I say hypocrisy is hypocritical. Coming back to, that's why I say the local government election, even when I was with the president, when the DAP did that, when people ask me, I say it's good. What DAP is proposing is good.
Okay.
But when Lim Kee Siang came out and say, oh, we cannot implement local government election because we have to respect the Malay sentiment, I got a shock. tiba-tiba the race, local government election is about democracy, is about eradicating corruption at
Yeah.
the root, because that is where when then these little Napoleons, where did these little Napoleons come from? From all these appointed political wannabes who are political warlords or political warlords representative. They are there, they are not rich, they are not wealthy. They go there, any amount of wealth they want to accumulate, and that is their opportunity. Is that now many people are saying, oh, those days people say BN corrupted. Now they face a lot of political demand. Huh? But they are not going to stand out and call it, because nobody wants to get into trouble.
Okay.
But they have to cough up more, and they are saying that this is the ground complaint. They are saying that this is more rampant and more bigger in scale. That is what some people are saying, but they are not willing to. So, whether this is happening or not, kita akan tahulah. Time and tide will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Okay, your last messages to the people before we end.
I'm very grateful, Sinar Harian,
Sinar Daily.
Sinar Daily, and Sinar. I noticed you are not so partisan.
Okay.
You're not so partisan, objective. That's why I love to engage. And sometimes I think we need more independent. That's because today media, a lot of been patronized. A lot are playing narrative propaganda to please their masters.
Okay.
And I think we need a more independent press. And I don't believe that we should have 3R, we should clamp down media.
Okay.
Because that is what we were fighting for when we talk about Ubah. I think the people, when they say we, the people. And then even though I'm in the government those days, but I still believe what is right is right. So, to all the Malaysians, I sincerely hope that we can reduce racial, religious, cultural temper is not so much. And we should think beyond and think of the next generation, and not about our politicians, our political party. All the years we are fighting over, everyone is an UMNO leader. All the prime minister. We changed so many times. They are all UMNO leaders. Anwar, Muhyiddin, Ismail Sabri, everyone is UMNO.
Every
so
single person.
the hatred for UMNO, they are haters of UMNO. They should not be hate. We should understand. I only understand, then we know what went wrong.
Okay.
It's all about political literacy.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Datuk Seri, for joining us today. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And everything you explain, I hope everybody understands that as well. If you don't understand the first round, make sure you watch the second and the third round to comprehend betul-betul everything that Datuk Seri has explained, and think about it yourself. So before we end, thank you so much, Datuk Seri.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys all follow Sinar Daily on all our social media platforms. Visit www.sinardaily to read more news. And also download our app, okay? sinardaily.my.
Jangan baca headline saja.
Yes, baca betul-betul the stories, okay? All right, thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay.